The older one gets, the more one feels that the present moment must be enjoyed, comparable to a state of grace. Be less curious about people and more curious about ideas. In science, we must be interested in things, not in persons. There are sadistic scientists who hurry to hunt down errors, instead of establishing the truth. Decide. Have fun and get started. The world is waiting for you to reveal your gift. You'll never make me believe women were made to walk on stilts. I was taught that the way of progress was neither swift nor easy. I have no dress except the one I wear every day. If you are going to be kind enough to give me one, please let it be practical and dark, so that I can put it on afterwards to go to the laboratory. Radium is not to enrich anyone. It is an element. It is for all people. My husband and I were so closely united by our affection and our common work that we pass nearly all of our time together. It's always good to marry your best friend. We must have perseverance and above all confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something, and that this thing must be attained. A scientist in his laboratory is not a mere technician. He is also a child confronting natural phenomena that impress him as though they were fairy tales. I am among those who think that science has great beauty. You must never be fearful of what you are doing when it is right. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. Life is not easy for any of us. All my life through, the new sights of nature made me rejoice like a child. One never notices what has been done. One can only see what remains to be done. First principle: never to let oneself be beaten down by persons or by events. We must keep our certainty that after the bad days, the good times will come again. Humanity also needs dreamers, for whom the disinterested development of an enterprise is so captivating that it becomes impossible for them to devote their care to their own material profit. It is important to make a dream of life, and of a dream reality. You will find that one special love that you know is right, but for some reason just doesn't last. It was like a new world opened to me, the world of science, which I was at last permitted to know in all liberty. I am one of those who think like Nobel, that humanity will draw more good than evil from new discoveries. If I see anything vital around me, it is precisely that spirit of adventure, which seems indestructible and is akin to curiosity. It is my earnest desire that some of you should carry on this scientific work and keep for your ambition the determination to make a permanent contribution to science. You cannot hope to build a better world without improving the individuals. To that end, each of us must work for his own improvement and, at the same time, share a general responsibility for all humanity. Our particular duty being to aid those to whom we think we can be most useful. There is nothing more wonderful than being a scientist. Nowhere I would rather be than in my lab, staining up my clothes and getting paid to play. I tried out various experiments described in treatises on physics and chemistry, and the results were sometimes unexpected. At times, I would be encouraged by a little unhoped for success. At others, I would be in the deepest despair because of accidents and failures resulting from my inexperience. When radium was discovered, no one knew that it would prove useful in hospitals. The work was one of pure science. And this is a proof that scientific work must not be considered from the point of view of the direct usefulness of it. I have the best husband one could dream of. I could never have imagined finding one like him. He is a true gift of heaven. And the more we live together, the more we love each other. Unknown in Paris, I was lost in the great city. But the feeling of living there alone, taking care of myself without any aid, did not at all depress me. If sometimes I felt lonesome, my usual state of mind was one of calm and great moral satisfaction. I shall devote only a few lines to the expression of my belief in the importance of science. It is by this daily striving after knowledge that man has raised himself to the unique position he occupies on earth, and that his power and well-being have continually increased. If it takes 100 years, it will be a pity. But I will not cease to work for it. As long as I live.